Jesus said, "Anyone who listens to my teaching and follows it is wise, like a person who builds a house on solid rock." Let me just say this might be the most important message so far as a Live 58 church. This is not hyperbole. This may be the most important because the truth is this: who and what we decide to listen to will determine the destiny of our lives. It will determine the trajectory of our lives, our purpose, our joy level, our peace level, our strength level. Because every day there are voices competing for attention in our heads. And the question is, which ones will you listen to? This is the battle, friends. The battle in 2020, but it's always been the battle. It's the battle of the mind. That's why Paul wrote to the church in Corinth and he said, you got to take captive every thought. The good news is this: there are a lot of things in this world, most things in this world, we don't have control over. And we've really learned that this year. We don't have a lot that we have control over, but we do have the power and the ability to control our thoughts and who we listen to. It's so important because Proverbs 23:7 says, as someone thinks within himself, so he is. As we think, that's who we become. The point is this: isn't it amazing? And you have to admit how the voices in our head throughout the day and throughout the night and throughout the week can change so very quickly and take us on wild rides. So here's the question: what voices do you listen to? What voices do you trust? What voices are the loudest to you? Paul says we have to change the way we think. In fact, Paul says we have to guard our minds. We have to guard our minds to who we listen to. Because the culture's voice is about this: fear and scarcity. God's voice is about love and abundance. You may be thinking this. You may be thinking, it's too late for my brain to change. It's too late for my thinking to change. But I want to tell you that God and science proves that that is not true. Dr. Caroline Leaf, who studies the brain, wrote a book called Switch on Your Brain, and she said this: as we think, we can change the physical nature of our brain. As we consciously redirect our thinking, we can rewire our toxic patterns of thinking and replace them with healthy thoughts. Every day, we have control of this. Here's the battle. Paul says, let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. C.S. Lewis once wrote about voices. He said this. He said, it comes the very moment you wake up each morning. All your wishes and hopes for the day rush at you like wild animals. And the first job each morning consists simply of shoving them all back and in listening to the other voice, the voice that brings life, taking that other point of view, letting that other larger, stronger, quieter life come flowing in all day long. This is the discipline of our minds. That other voice C.S. Lewis was talking about is Jesus.